Hey everyone, and welcome back to Digging Out of Debt with Lynette. And today we are going to be talking about car insurance. Especially if you live in the state of Pennsylvania, you may have noticed with your policy renewal that your rates have gone up, and that is a statewide deal. So everyone in the state of Pennsylvania had a rate increase. So when my renewal came around and it told me that my new monthly payment, because I pay monthly, um, was going to be increasing by $15 a month, I was like, what is going on here? And I was a little scared because I was involved in an accident last year and I just wanted to make sure that that wasn't going up because of that accident, because I was not at fault in that accident, and I was just hoping, I was kind of scared, if that had something to do with why it went up so much. And so anyway, I made a phone call, and that is going to be my advice to you guys. Make a phone call to whoever your car insurance policy holder is. Mine is Progressive. I don't make any money from telling you about Progressive. I'm just telling you what I think and what my experience has been. But I've been with Progressive for 10 years. And I felt like they did a pretty decent job with this accident that I was involved in last year. I felt like I had to do a little bit of the fighting on my own, but I feel like they've always been really good as far as customer service is concerned. Whenever I call them, I always end up with some other discount, someone always finds some other discount that I wasn't yet getting. And so every time I call, I'm trying to get the budget, whittle it down as much as I possibly can. Every time I call, somehow they get that price tag to come down on my premiums. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you some of the discounts that are available to people. And I know this is just, Progressive. I'm talking in terms of my own personal Progressive policy and Progressive in general. So I don't know what other discounts are out there offered by other companies, but I just want to go through a list of some of the discounts that are available. And if you don't have these discounts, or if you're not sure if you might qualify for these discounts, make a phone call. All it takes is making a phone call. And I know how awful it is to have to make those kinds of phone calls. But when you do, you will feel better because you will feel like you're not overpaying for what you have. So let me just go through a few of those discounts, okay? So some of the discounts that I personally have, okay, continuous insurance discount, electronic funds transfer, because my payments are made monthly via electronic fund transfer. So I'm not sending a check and I'm not going online. It's just automatically getting deducted from a checking account, and you get a discount for that. 5-year accident free, 5-year claim free, loyal customer, multi-policy discount, multi-vehicle discount, paperless discount. Did you know that? If they don't have to send you paper bills, you get a discount. 3 years safe driving, driver and passenger side airbags, passive anti-theft device. Other available discounts these are not mine, but other ones available. Homeowner discount. They have like 5 different levels of continuous insurance discounts. Driver improvement course discount, mobile home discount, paid in full discount, and we're going to talk about that one. Distant student, good student, and teen driver discounts. Also, Snapshot. Progressive has Snapshot. And Snapshot is where you actually plug a little it's not a tracking device. It is a tracking device. It is a tracking device that you plug into your car. It's very easy to do. And it tracks how hard you brake. It tracks like when you drive and how far you drive. So if you're a person who doesn't do a lot of like overnight traveling between like 2 and 4 a.m., you could possibly get an even better discount using Snapshot. Or if you're a person who doesn't drive more than 50 miles a day, if you take a long time to slow down when it comes to coming to red lights and stop signs and things like that. It's quick, hard braking that will trigger your Snapshot. So if you're just commuting back and forth to work mostly, and that's under 50 miles a day, if you drive during normal hours that are not like 2 to 4 a.m. and you drive safely and you're not constantly hard braking and fast braking, you could save money with Snapshot. Both my husband and I had Snapshot back with our old cars, and I was able to get the Snapshot. I was able to get a discount. He was unable to get the discount because he had this little zippy car that could literally stop on a dime, and that thing beeped so much. I was like, you know what, this is just this is just horrifying. So he didn't get the discount with his car, but now we're going to try it again with our two. We have two different cars now, so we're going to try it again. And they allow you to monitor that and track how you're doing. Like you can actually go and see how you're doing. And if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing well, you can bail. You can bail before the end of the term. You can bail and say, nope, I'm not doing this, because there is an ever so slight chance, if you are not a great driver and you're driving a lot of miles, there's a chance that your rate could actually go up. So I have to tell you that. But I think Snapshot is one of the cool things that Progressive offers that's actually based on your driving. So we're going to get those. I ordered those. But what did I want to tell you about? Oh, the paid in full discount. Okay, so Pennsylvania, I made a phone call last week, and I was like, okay, Pennsylvania had this, rate increase across the state. Okay, my 6-month policy premium went up. I think it went up like $90. Well, monthly it was $15 a month. Let me do the math. I'm terrible at this. 15 times 6. So yeah, 90. I'm right. So it went up $90. We were paying $120 a month roughly, and it went up to $135. And I'm like, wow, my premium is $809 for the 6-month policy period. And I'm like, that is just not right. So I called, and right away, the woman on the other end of the phone was like, well, we're going to check and we're going to look at every single discount and see if we can't get that lowered for you. And I was like, okay. So she starts asking me all kinds of questions, this, that, the other thing. Okay, well, that's going to reduce your insurance by this much, and that one's going to reduce your insurance by this much. And the paid in full discount is the real clincher. The paid in full discount, which means obviously I would have to go from paying monthly to actually, when my policy renews in March, I would have to pay for the whole thing, which I was planning to do, because from one of my other videos that what I was going to do with my tax refund this year, one of the things I was going to do with my tax refund was to pay off my premiums, my insurance premiums, so I didn't have to deal with them in my monthly budget. So I'm like, I have the money and I'm ready to do this. The paid in full discount, I'm not even kidding you, got me back to my old, remember I said that it had increased $90 due to the Pennsylvania rate hike. Well, guess what? It came right back down to what I was paying before. So that paid in full discount, and just making that phone call and going through and checking to see if you qualify for any other discounts is totally worth the call. And what was I going to say? Oh, your coverages. If you are a person who has like a large emergency fund, you could technically have less coverages with larger deductibles, so that when you are involved in an accident or something like that, that more money is going to come out of your pocket because you're prepared for those kinds of things. And so you pay less insurance, because should you be in an accident, you can pay a higher deductible. So you save money most of the time. And in the case of an accident, then you are going to have a little bit more out-of-pocket cost, but you're paying less all the time. So you could do that. I do not have a large emergency fund. So I prefer to have the coverages with the lower deductibles. And I keep pretty standard liability and collision. We have two cars that I would definitely want to replace. I would not consider either one of them okay to lose. So we do liability and collision. So you can also go over with your insurance agent, are your coverages that you currently have right for you? Could you go a little bit less? Could you do a higher deductible? If those things, that can also help sort of offset the rate increase. But I strongly suggest that you simply make a phone call, and the people at Progressive have, every time I call, they are so great at getting my policy premiums, looking for every single possible discount. I truly appreciate that. Another thing you can do, like I said, I've been with Progressive for 10 years. So I have a few of loyalty rewards and loyalty discounts. But if you're not loyal to your insurance company and you're just looking for the cheapest thing, go to a broker. Instead of going to the actual individual insurance companies to get quotes, go to a broker. Go to a broker who works for all of those places and let them, go over with you which coverages you need, what deductibles you are willing to pay should you ever have to, be in an accident or use that. And then let them figure out which company gives you the most coverage for the least amount of money. And maybe you'll want to stick with that company for a while. But I strongly suggest using a broker because they're not like loyal to any one insurance company. It's not their job to keep your business. It's their job to work to find you the best price. So you guys, it has been fun talking about car insurance with you. And I just hope that you are able to make that phone call, get your car insurance premium reduced, especially if you're in Pennsylvania and you just experienced the rate increase. If you would like to, please, in the comments, tell me what insurance company you use and have you found them to be great as far as pricing. I don't have teenagers yet, but I know I have a teen driving discount on my policy. And by the time my kids actually do, I will have been with Progressive probably for, oh gosh, 15, 16, 17 years. I'm getting old. Anyway, in the comments, put the insurance company that you have and whether or not you're happy with them. Okay? And I will see you again. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.